Hello, 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 hello. We're live. We're live. Since I'm up, I might as well be live. So, I am doing a porch reading, as in I'm outside the house. I'm visiting some family. I'm outside the house in the porch. Maybe I'll show you real quick. I'm not supposed to obviously violate anybody's privacy here, so I can't really show you a lot. But because there's other people that live here and whatnot. You know, there's the little trees right there. There's the greenery. I am outside. Hi, Chickpea. Hi, Chickpea Break. Hi, Ver. How are you doing? I am doing an outside porch live, porch reading live, and I'm gonna do a little bit of reading. Happy Saturday! Happy Saturday to you. So, I'm very sleepy, I'm very tired. I've been traveling, I'm visiting some family, and last night slash all of yesterday I spent in various different airports. Indeed, I've seen all the airports of the US, it seems like, because I was rerouted. My flight was delayed, my flight was canceled, etc., etc., and I was rerouted through other airports. So if you have a question about airports, you can ask me, because I've been to all of them yesterday. So I'm very tired today, but I thought that since I have a little bit of time right now, I might as well do a little bit of a porch reading for you and catch up with you and hang out with you and say hi to everybody. So thank you so much, everybody, for liking, subscribing, sharing. We need 100 likes. Like and subscribe. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love the ambition of El Challenge 005 here. Andre's Chickpea Break is saying hi, Chickpea. You know, it's been a couple of days. No, actually, it's been one day, and I didn't have a chickpea. I didn't have a chickpea yesterday, and this is probably why I'm lacking energy, because I did have some airport food yesterday. I had to pay a lot of money to eat some noodles at the airport because I got so hungry. Like, I had no plans of eating, but because of the rerouting and the delays, I had to eat at the airport. And guess what? I did not have chickpeas yesterday, so I'm very, very sad about that. Today will be chickpea day. For sure I'll have chickpeas today, because my family knows as well that I need the chickpeas, so they bought some. But yes, I am visiting. I'm in a different environment today. Ooh, I'm wearing green, just like the environment here, just like the surroundings. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Just like my surrounding plants and trees, I am also wearing green. Look at this. Oh, amazing. I didn't realize I was matching everything so well. Oh my God, it's my green dress. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining. If you write a message, by the way, I will shout you out, read your message out loud and say your username. So say hi in the chat, my love. Say hi in the chat. Cha-cha says cha-cha-chow. They should start serving chickpeas in the airport. Novita Sari Afandi to me. Novita Sari Afandi to my says hello. Hello. Hello, Novita. Chirag Mevada says, sister, आपका hair दिखाओ ना please. मुझे बहुत पसंद है, please. This is the hair right here. This is the hair. Or do you mean air? My heirs are in Boston. My children, my babies, my apple of my eyes are Fuji, Suji, Baji. They're kitty cats, and they're with their grandmother right now as I'm traveling a little bit. Batman says hi. Hi, Batman. Kathy Manal said hi. Hello, Kathy. Stephen Yanton says beautiful hair. Thank you, Stephen. Oh, there was a bird, I think. I don't know what's happening in the nature here. Steven says beautiful hair. Thank you. Batman says chickpeas are vegan. Are chickpeas vegan? God bless America. above my head right now. Batman says chickpea. Face says hi. Hi, Face. Did you hear that? That was a fighter jet that flew right above my head and went that way. That way. But yeah, somebody asked about my hair. Sister, आपका hair में अदना मन कर रहा है प्लीज. आपका hair में अदना मन कर रहा है please. What does that mean? Adna? What is the adna? I think that's the word I don't understand. I'm looking behind me because there might be a bird or bug or something. I'm in the nature, guys. I'm in the nature. This is the porch and I'm in the nature. So what is happening? Oh wow. Oh wow. Maybe I'll show you this what's the word? There's like ivy on the wall here. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. And it's actually really pretty out. It's really pretty out. It's really nice out. So it's quite nice. Batman says, Chirag, can you say the message again? I think I just couldn't read it. I couldn't get it fully. Chirag Mevada, sorry. Sorry if I missed your message, but please just type it again. Type it again. Type it again, my friend. Batman says, I feel like a stalker. Just kidding. We love you. Thank you, Batman. Love is a strong word and I love y'all. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. The nature suits you. Oh, look at this. The nature suits me. I think things are falling around me from like the trees and stuff. So I'm just adjusting. I'm still getting adjusted to this place and how it's like morning and the sun is up and there's trees around me and there's a lot of nature sounds and it's very nice, very pretty. Just not used to it. There's like birds and chirping and bugs. I'm sorry for trolling you when I first met you. I was asking for feed pics. That wasn't nice after you teach me science. That's true, Batman. That's very true. That was not very nice. It was just kind of strange. You know what I mean? Just kind of strange. Chickpea, I never knew you were an outdoor person. Is that bamboo in the background? Reminds me of tool. It might be. Is this bamboo? It could be. Let me see. So look at this. Look at this. There's like this ivy thing that's like going up the wall there. It's really pretty. I really like that ivy. Look at that. Do you see this? Yeah, this direction is good. So look, there is trees above me. There is this ivy right there. There's the bamboo thing. I think it's bamboo, I'm not sure. And then here is that way, more trees. Yeah, it's a big tree. Yeah. Well, this house has nice trees around it. It's not like I'm in the middle of a forest or anything, but this has that sort of naturey feel, which is really nice. It has a naturey feel. It's like a garden, nice naturey garden type of place. Yeah, thank you. I'll tell the owner of the house that it's a nice naturey garden thing that they've built here, and they have these nice plants and trees, and some fruit or other is constantly falling around me, and there is also birds and bug sounds. Birds and bugs. And I just woke up a little while ago and I'm very tired from the journey and the travels, and I didn't sleep a lot. So I think as I'm talking to you guys, I'm waking up more and more, so that's good. Ooh, can we get 10 likes? I see 6 likes. Can we get 10? Can we get 10 likes? Thank you. It's a nice garden. I wonder if Baji's watching the live. Yeah, so Baji's with his grandma. Actually, I just called my mom and she said that Baji and Suji are playing with each other and they're play fighting. So they got their morning meal as in the like the later morning lunch meal from their grandmother, their dida, and right after they eat, they actually start to chase each other. So I got the news, I got the update. I have to get updates about them constantly when I'm traveling. I miss them so much, my brothers, my babies. I'm a cat and nature person and travel person, but it's hard to travel because I miss the cats and um, they don't really like to travel. So I wonder if Baji is watching the live. Baji. Is it true? My friend told me that gravity is a theory, and I told him there's no way everybody knows gravity is real. But then I thought about it. It's a force, right? What if it's an expanding form of energy and consciousness integrating with each other and information over time until we create the ultimate intelligence and then resort back to the beginning? So, well, gravity is a force in Newtonian mechanics, but in general theory of relativity, it's sort of the fabric of space-time. It's not actually regarded as a force in general relativity. It's more the curvature of space-time. So actually, when I did the, oh, there's a really cute bird right there. When I did the math like when I showed and went through some of the math for general theory of relativity in one of my lives, in one of my very math heavy lives, Einstein's equations, I think is what I called it, you will see that he actually sets the acceleration or sorry, yeah, he sets the rate of change of, it would be velocity, that's acceleration, right? He kind of sets that force equal to 0 when it comes to gravity, and that's actually how the mathematics is set up in general theory of relativity. The only thing is that it's not the same kind of geometry because it's like for space-time. It's not like the Euclidean geometry that we're used to, so we kind of have to set up the math in a way that we have a way to describe for space-time in relativity and do this math within that. So the setup in relativity is what actually took up a lot of time when I went through it. So if you're interested, you can go check it out. But so that's all to say that depending on the realm of physics that you're in, gravitation is not strictly a force. It's not really a force in general theory of relativity. It's more the fabric or the curvature of space-time. So the more gravitation a body has, the more massive a body is. In other words, the more it can curve space-time, the more it can bend space-time to the point where even light can be bent by it, because light is also subject to space-time. Like light is also something that's traveling in space-time. So even light can be affected, right? Because even though light doesn't have a mass, it's the particle nature of light. Photons don't have mass, but light too is subject to the, traveling through space and time. So depending on if it is going around or near a very massively heavy body, then even light could be bent. And then for us too, the way we experience space-time is affected by the most massive thing around us, right? So for us, for example, the most massive thing near us is the sun, and we orbit the sun, right? So in Newtonian mechanics, it's postulated, or it's formalized as this force. So physics is just about understanding nature, right? It's just about understanding the physical world and universe and everything around us. So you could postulate it in a way, or formalize it in a way, where you could call gravitation a force, and there is this force between the sun and the earth is orbiting the sun because of that. That is Newtonian mechanics. That whole centripetal force, mv squared over r, all that stuff. That is Newtonian mechanics. And the nice thing about Newtonian mechanics is that If your scales are classical, as in if your scales are like you and me, human being scales, planet scales, moon, sun, earth scales, then it's actually extremely accurate, and you basically can explain physical nature with Newtonian mechanics and be fine. Like you can, it's pretty much, for the most part, it's going to be accurate. Asteroids, comets, you can write down equations for where the moon will be in 10 years, in 10,000 years, in some comet where it will be in 40 years, in 4,000 years. um, or where Pluto will be, where Pluto's moon will be. We can, and these are very far away bodies as well, like considering heavenly bodies and how far away they are, something like Pluto and its moons and stuff, right? So being able to predictively and sort of deterministically say where these things will be, what they will be doing, position versus time, as in understanding their position as a function of time by understanding the laws of motion with Newtonian mechanics is extremely helpful. And in that mechanics, gravitation is a force. But Einstein's general theory of relativity basically looks at it a little differently. It looks at it by considering space-time as a four-dimensional space-time geometry, basically, and explains gravitation as a curvature of that space-time. So strictly, as far as I understand it, gravitation is not a force in relativity. But then again, at the same time, relativity is something that is not taught in the basic curriculum in physics, especially general relativity. Special relativity is still taught in undergrad and grad, but general theory of relativity is taught in grad school as an elective. So all of that is to say that general theory of relativity may not be something that you end up using in your day-to-day. Say if you work at NASA or want to launch rockets, or I don't know, some other thing, like say you want to do astronomy, including just our solar system or even our galaxy, you might not need general theory of relativity. General theory of relativity is really a correction to Newtonian mechanics, which considers large scales and gives the more updated theory for gravitation, where it's treated differently. So, for the large majority of people, gravitation is a force because they're doing Newtonian mechanics. If you do relativity, it's not strictly a force. In particle physics, it is, I guess, considered a force. It's considered one of the fundamental forces, but it actually does not get explained very well. So remember how when we talked about particle physics from the same book that we're on right now, Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking, we talked about the four fundamental forces: gravitation, electromagnetism, strong nuclear force, and weak nuclear force. Oh, someone's coming. So the strong nuclear force, weak nuclear force, and electromagnetism were explained by particle physics. But gravitation was not explained by particle physics. And they basically hypothesized that there is a particle called the graviton, which should explain, or which should exist. And basically, they're trying to do something with gravitation. It's kind of like the theory of particle physics doesn't really spit out gravitation, but it lists it just so that it can be complete. It's kind of like saying, oh, I can talk about electromagnetic force, strong force, and weak force, but people are going to be like, well, what about gravitation, right? So they list it in the same chapter or the same table. But the truth is that they don't actually have really an explanation for gravitation in particle physics. So Batman asked a question, and this is my long answer for that, which is that I think he was asking about gravitation. But I wanted to say that it really depends on your point of view and which realm you're in. Newtonian mechanics, gravitation is a force. Relativity, gravitation is fabric of space-time. Particle physics is still struggling to explain gravity. And particle physics gives us a more unified way to look at the other three fundamental forces, though, which is electromagnetism, weak nuclear force, and strong nuclear force. So hopefully that helps. Sorry that everything is shaking. This is on a sort of garden table thing, and in this garden table thing I shook it by touching it lightly, and everything has shaken. You tell me I can describe my theory. Hi Rose. I believe in God, but how do you feel, Andre, about nihilism and the possibility of simulation theory and the multiverse? Simulation theory, I'm not sure about simulation theory, but multiverse is basically where you have parallel universes, I think, and that very well could be the reality. I just don't know how we would test it. I just don't know its actual reality, because it's probably difficult to test. Something. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention in the same vein is that some things could very well be true. Like superstring theory could very well be the reality, or this multiverse thing, the parallel universes, could very well be true, but we just can't test it very easily. And generally speaking, in physics, we consider it an experimental science. So if you can't show something with experiment and with like data, and like doing some experiment, detecting something, like basically even a particle, for it to exist, for it to be formalized as a particle or a thing, some experiment was conducted, probably a lot of experiments were conducted, and there was some kind of data detection signal that was statistically proven to be that particle or that detection. Without that, you can't really say that a thing is a thing in physics. You can theorize. Gravitation, on the other hand, is not just a theory. Gravitation is real. Like, we do feel it. Newtonian mechanics wise, it's real, right? We can test gravity anytime. Things are falling and accelerating towards the earth. We are orbiting the sun. So that is all real. And then general theory of relativity also has a number of confirmations in experiment with data, with actual real observations. So general theory of relativity is also not a theory. It is a real phenomena. Like many predictions of general theory of relativity has been confirmed experimentally. So we can't just call it just a theory. So just to clarify, but I will say that gravitons and the fact that particle physics doesn't really explain gravitation yet very well, that is also real. And we're still awaiting the particle nature of gravitation, an explanation of particle nature. Just like we're awaiting, in particle physics, we don't know what dark matter is. Even in astronomy, we don't know what dark matter is. Even in cosmology, we don't exactly know what dark matter is. But there's observational data that it exists. But we're still working on it. That type of thing. You're the smartest person I know. Oh, thanks. It isn't true. Is this a reality reflecting codes of a simulation? I'm not sure. I think that's more of a philosophical question. Whether we're in a simulation of some kind, and what's real, what's not. That's a little bit of I can only say what we've observed and what we know in this world. I'm not sure. Maybe we're in a simulation. If you believe in a higher power, if you believe in something that is beyond what we can physically explain, that's kind of like believing in a god or some spiritual belief. You can have that. It just it wouldn't really fall under physics. We never got back to the atom book. It was my favorite. I will definitely make a note of that. I remember you said that. I'm glad you liked the Atom book by Lawrence Krauss. The thing is that the library took the book back. That's why it hasn't shown up again. I didn't buy the book. It was on my phone as part of the library app, and I checked it out of the library as a virtual book. And the limit. See, these physical books, when I take them, even if the date is a little bit overdue, it's fine. Like, I have it, right? They can't take it back from me. And I often go overdue, and then I bring the book back, and it's fine. But that book, Atom, I could not find a physical copy. It was just a virtual copy that I had from my app, and they checked it out again, as in they took it back, and it's a pain. So that's why I haven't had it again. But good to know you liked it a lot, and that's great. I will find a way to bring it back on the channel. Thank you so much. I actually know the guy who wrote the book, as in I know him a little bit. So maybe I can just ask for a copy. Thank you for reminding though. That's very helpful for me to know. Thank you, Chickpea. Rose says, have you begun streaming on a PS5? Hi, Rose. You tell me I can describe my theory in an equation that unify quantum mechanics and general relativity as long as you try to describe it. Dora says, uh-oh, our hero Batman. Combat Sports, wow. Or Combat Sports said, wow. Hi, Combat Sports. I don't know if you're still here. Sorry, I was in the middle of a long explanation of gravitation as looked upon from different views. So hopefully you caught that or found that to be useful. And thank you so much. And thank you for being here, Combat Sports. Kuch kuch hota hai. That's Combat Sports' favorite song. Shane McGill says SDHO BSO. I don't know what that means, but hello, Shane. Dora says, why are you trying to upstage me? Chickpea says, I'm not. You literally stole your joke from me, and now you want to upstage me. So Chickpea, there is this internal joke going on in the channel and the live where people are copying each other and they accuse each other for copying each other, and it's a joke, I think. But what do I know? Because I've been reading and talking about science, and sometimes I'm not even sure what's happening in my chats. So have fun with each other, have fun, make friends. Batman says light is subject to space-time. Of course it is, yes. We were brothers. Hi, Doro. I'm just doing what's right for both of us. Doro, you've got Chickpea. You've got Chickpea. Harper? Where is Harper? Is Harper here? Oh, Dora is just complaining about Harper. You're no different than Harper. Oh my gosh. 2 oindries, one at 1 a.m. and one during the day. This is true. I am here. Today is a Saturday. I am here. Can we get 10 likes? What is this? We only have 9 likes. We don't even have 20. And we only have... Can we get 10 likes? Please like and subscribe and share. Thank you so much. It's so early for me. I barely know my name. Please do like the live. Please do subscribe. And please do share. And please do tell all your family members about this. And yes, I'm in a porch outside a house. I'm visiting some family. And I am in a very strange, well, not strange, but alien environment myself. I've been alien invaded, and so you're seeing this version of me instead of the 1 a.m. version. Yes, thank you. I'll never forgive this, says Varun. Yes, do you hear the birds chirping and the bugs chirping? And there's nature all around me. I love when she talks science. Are the kitties? No, the kitties are with their grandmother back at home in Boston. I wish I took him seriously. You make me disappointed at myself but proud of you. Thank you. It's too late, Chickpea. Hope you've written your will. Oh my god. Hello, Doro. Hello, Batman. Alright, who else can I say hi to? I don't know what the Google thing is. Can we get 10 likes? Have you done any experiments in school concerning gravity? Well, the experiments I've run on gravity is just falling a lot, I suppose. That's about it. Gravity. So, I can't remember anything too specific for gravity done by me. I'm more thinking about if you're interested. I'm imagining Andre in a public space saying all this while people stare in shock and horror. I'm in the porch, so I think most people can't hear me, but I think there were a few passersby over there or in that direction who might have heard me. Who knows? Who knows? I hope I survive. We're absolutely in a simulation. Oh my gosh, Doro. That was Doro saying we're absolutely in a simulation, not me. Oh, hi. my the neighbors. Oh my god. Okay. Thank you for liking the live. Can we get 20 likes? Yes. So this is more public than I thought. Indeed, I'm not afforded a lot of privacy here. Okay. Anyways, hello El Challen, hello Batman, hello everybody. Stop explaining my jokes, you're literally copying me. Sorry, coping me. I am coping. Indeed, I'm coping. C-O-P-I-N-G, coping. We need to get back to Chickpea Adam Brook. It was her favorite, and I was being stingy. Thank you for your patience. Thank you, Batman. Thank you, Doro. Thank you, everybody. I'm an online public person, not an offline public person. Okay, now we will do a little bit of reading called, well, the reading will be from the chapter The Origin and Fate of the Universe by Stephen Hawking, Brief History of Time. And speaking of time, I have only a few more minutes, so before my family gets very mad at me, so, and I have to go to lunch and stuff like that, so let me do a little bit of reading for you guys here. By the way, if you're seeing this as a video upload later on, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to your comments and your chat messages and your likes and subscribes and shares. Will you be back? Maybe. Doro, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being a mod. I'm out, you rock and Dre, so does Chickpea. I was just messing with my guy. I know. I think I will be back, yes. Indeed I will be back, but thank you so much. Take care and have a great day, mysterious female. I'm not done yet. I'm gonna do a little bit of reading and then I'm gonna go. Oh, for God's sakes, I'll be back. And yes, if you are seeing this as a video upload later on, I do hope that you will leave a comment and like it and subscribe and share and everything like that. And I look forward to your comments. Heike, as usual, and everybody else, thank you so much. It's not about talking to you, but yeah, I just want a little bit more privacy. Einstein's general theory of relativity on its own predicted that space-time began at the Big Bang singularity. So we have spoken about the two singularities that are of importance in the book here, and indeed the two singularities that I can sort of think about in general, and these are, of course, the Big Bang is a singularity and black holes are a singularity. A black hole is a singularity, and well, there are many black holes, so they are each a singularity. And the Big Bang too is a singularity. I see a tear forming on your left eye. It's not a tear, my love. It's probably a booger. But thank you so much for noticing. How lucky can I be to catch you live? I am here, Steven. Can you please like the live? Can we get 20 likes? She's looking all around to see who's watching her. Okay, my bad. Bye, Doro. I see a tear forming. You just missed Doro. Hope you've been good, bro. Yeah, man. Here's Steven. I am side-eyeing the passers-by. Gosh. Okay. We will continue for a little bit here. Okay, so we know about the Big Bang singularity. So Einstein's general theory of relativity on its own predicted that space-time began at the Big Bang singularity and would come to an end either at the Big Crunch singularity, as in if the universe were to go back to being contracted again, if the whole universe recollapsed, or at a singularity inside a black hole, if a local region such as a star were to collapse. Any matter that fell into the hole would be destroyed at the singularity, and only the gravitational effect of its mass would continue to be felt outside. On the other hand, when quantum effects were taken into account, it seemed that the mass or energy of the matter um, would eventually be returned to the rest of the universe, and that the black hole, along with any singularity inside it, would evaporate away and finally disappear. Could quantum mechanics have an equally dramatic effect on the Big Bang and Big Crunch singularities? What really happens during the very early or late stages of the universe when gravitational fields are so strong that quantum effects cannot be ignored? Does the universe, in fact, have a beginning or an end? And if so, what are they like? Throughout the 1970s, I had been mainly studying black holes. So this is Stephen Hawking, of course. Stephen King Kong. This is Stephen Hawking, who was studying black holes throughout the 1970s. And in 1981, my interest in questions about the origin and fate of the universe was reawakened when I attended a conference on cosmology organized by the Jesuits in the Vatican. The Catholic Church had made a bad mistake with Galileo when it tried to lay down the law on a question of science. Is it too loud? Can you guys hear me? Declaring that the sun went around the earth. Now, centuries later, it had decided to invite a number of experts to advise it on cosmology. At the end of the conference, the participants were granted an audience with the Pope. There is a drill here. Hi! We're not in a simulation? She really is rich. I'm sure she's thinking about buying a new smart microwave with wireless capabilities. That's true. I need the chickpeas to be done remotely. Yes. At 1 a.m., at 1 p.m. Yes, at 1 p.m. Do you see my difficulties at 1 p.m.? There are people, and there is construction, yes. Well, not construction. There is something with the tree, I think. There is some tree cutting, branches cutting happening. आप कैसी हो? आपकी बिल्लिया कैसी है? Thank you so much, Shakuni Mama. Thank you for joining. Thank you for asking. Yeah. It's not 1 p.m. here either. I'm still Eastern time zone, and it's about to be 1 p.m. sort of. She loves all plants. I do love King Kong. He was just misunderstood. Bob Marley, extra crispy. I'm good. मैं अच्छी हूँ. And thank you, universe, for the kitty cats as well. She likes plants. बहुत नुकसान हुआ वहाँ पर जान और संपत्ति का. What do you mean, Shakuni? Okay, guys. Well, I think we will continue this chapter later because I got a little bit interrupted, and also I gotta go. I have lunch. So I have to go get ready. And Myanmar. Oh no! I'm so sorry to hear that. I love the big guy. Too bad he had a really bad day in New York. So do I. Aww. So, thank you everybody so very much. Thank you for joining for this quick live. And I will see you very soon. Hopefully later today. Cliff says, good afternoon. 7.7 magnitude earthquake. Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that. Cliff says, have a wonderful day. Hopefully you enjoyed my outside live, my porch live, and the nature sounds and the birds and the bugs. There was a little bit of construction sounds as well, but that's okay, that's just life. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for joining and chatting, and as usual, look forward to your messages and comments. I'm just noting what is happening around me, and it's new to me. I am new here. I am adjusting to this environment. Bye, Chickpea says, Chickpea, enjoy your lunch, and I hope there are chickpeas. Thank you, Ver. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Any mod can check my history. Oh. Shakuni, it's good to see you. Too bad I've missed you on most of my lives lately, but good to see you, and sorry about the news. Something a non-simp but goner would say. What? Hi, El Challen. One of my favorite authors too. Like I said, Stephen is taking over the world. Oh yeah, that's very true. Good luck, Stephen. Oh shoot, I really gotta go. Thank you for joining, everybody. Thank you, Cliff. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Good to see you. Yes, long time no see, Shakuni. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you.